The big news in the country is that one prominent figure was assaulted. Yes, you're wondering who could this be? On the 29th of July, 2022, can you imagine, in the 21st century, during the NBS Live Frontline, one important figure in the country assaulted another important figure in the country. I'm talking about the spokesperson of the NRM government, Mr. Ofono Opondo, went ahead and assaulted his colleague and panelist, Lord Mayor Erias Lukwago.
Of the agents,
shut up,
men
shut
of the
up,
agents,
shut
please,
up,
you not
shut
shut me
up,
up.
shut up.
Men of, please,
You are the lawyer, you are the lawyer.
Listen,
Tell me which provision of the Constitution of the law.
Can we listen to one person at a time?
This man likes to shout.
Make his point and then I'll come to you.
We can shout and we push you out of here. But you are the lawyer. No. So I can push you out of here. I can push you out of here, Lukwago.
Yes, I know you have the powers.
You are the lawyer. You are the lawyer. You are the lawyer.
You have ever shot something.
Yes, you are the lawyer. You are the lawyer, Lukwago. You are the lawyer. You are the lawyer. No.
All of you saw this, and so many people have had controversial views on he was justified to do that. His action is justified because of that ground and the other ground. OO's action is right. Mr. Lukwago was wrong, and so on and so forth. You can go ahead and use the comment section to type what you think or what your views are about this story. But I'm here to tell you my opinion. What we see as young people when something like that happens is really saddening. It's so unfortunate that such figures that we are looking up to can actually do certain things that are so defaming. For instance, the action of Mr. OO, I don't call it justified by all means. There was a way he was supposed to handle the situation. It started as a very nice and engaging discussion. Yes, whatever remarks that were made by the Lord Mayor could not be very good remarks, and maybe they could have turned off the spokesperson. But then, that does not justify the fact that he had to stand up and go and confront him. And I also feel bad that the TV and the moderator could not do anything. And up to now, there has not been anything, any report that has been produced by the government to rebuke the spokesperson for his actions. The question that comes in there is, if something like that can be done on such a person like the Lord Mayor, how about the lowest citizen? How about someone who has no security? How about someone in the country who has no name? How safe is the country, Uganda? And if we say it is safe, then the question is, how safe is too safe? There is a lot that we have to discuss, ladies and gentlemen. But there is a lot, again, that the government has to do, because there are so many people who are assuming a position above the law, and that has to be checked on. This is a Lord Mayor of a whole city, and moreover a capital city, and he is also a prominent lawyer in the country. But if even the prominent lawyer who is supposed to be protecting human rights is being humiliated in front of the cameras, and the person who does that is not punished at all, then there is a question on how safe the country is, and how mature our politics is, how great our democracy is, if Uganda is really going to be serious about the cause for democracy and freedom of speech and the rights for everyone, equal rights for everyone, and equal protection of the law. Then there are things that have to be looked into. For instance, we have to check on those people who act arbitrarily, even if they are working for the government, because that has been a trend for most of the government officials. I don't know what to think about this story, but it is not right. Today in Parliament, a certain member of Parliament who was so concerned, Joyce Bagara, Honorable, brought this on the floor and called upon the Prime Minister to follow it up and make sure that there is an action that is followed, so that there is justice that is brought against such actions that are arbitrary and actions that are brought upon different individuals by those who think they are above the law.
Ofono Opondo, who is the government spokesperson and also the deputy director at the media center, who attacked on live TV the Lord Mayor of Kampala, Erias Lukwago. Since Thursday up to now, I haven't seen any government statement relating to the incident that happened that day. That's why my prayer is to see this government and indeed the Minister of ICT and National Guidance to take punitive action against Mr. Ofono Opondo, because what he did could instigate violence not only on opposition members of parliament but also on government officers on TV talk shows. Thank you, Right Honourable Speaker.
Thank you, Prime Minister. Right Honourable Speaker and colleagues. Since he has turned minister, I believe he has the capacity to investigate the matter. I will only inform into what he will.
Use the comment section below and type what your opinion is on this whole controversy and this whole story. What's your opinion?